from Asian Boss Next. I'm reporter Scott Joe.
And Han Lee.
Recently, the new Disney movie The Little Mermaid has been a controversial issue. This is because Halle Bailey was casted as the Little Mermaid, who appears to be in different appearance with the actual character.
As The Little Mermaid has such a big fandom, people complain saying that it is a miscasting. We're here in Songdo to ask random people about their thoughts of The Little Mermaid casting. Let's go! Have you heard about the issue that the casting in the new Little Mermaid?
Oh yeah, heard about it before.
네. 알고 있습니다.
네, 뉴스랑 페이스북에서 봤었던 것 같아요.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, I heard that they casted Halle Bailey, who's like African American, but the Little Mermaid's character is, white with red hair, and she doesn't fit the description.
Yeah, I was on Twitter when the whole hashtag became a thing because they casted a black Ariel, and that's what the whole controversy was about.
How do you think about it?
Think about the casting?
Yeah.
For me, I think, should I be honest?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I don't think it was good casting because I think like when you think about someone else, like there's an image of someone else. Like when people think about me, like they usually think about me as a dog, because like I look like a dog. I don't know. Like that's what people said. Okay, so but when I see her, I don't know her name though. But when I look at her, like she doesn't look like the same image as the mermaid that I used to read and watch the video before. So I think it wasn't a good casting.
개인적인 생각으로는 반대를 하고 있습니다.
왜 반대를 하시나요?
일단은 그냥 영화를 보고자 하는 소비자로서 그냥 그저 저는 캐스팅이 마음에 안 드는 거죠. 이게 배우가 원작에서는 백인으로 나오는데 영화에서는 흑인으로 캐스팅됐다는 것이 마음에 안 드는 게 아니라 그냥 이 배우 자체가 나는 마음에 안 든다. 이렇게 소비자 입장에서 그냥 마음에 안 든다고 생각합니다.
처음엔 솔직히 놀랐어요. 왜냐면 우리가 흔히 생각하고 있는 인어공주는 약간 빨간 머리에 하얀 피부를 가지고 눈 엄청 큰 땡그랑 예쁘게 생긴 여자였잖아요. 근데 어쨌든 보통 그래서 인어공주가 실사화 영화가 나온다고 하면 당연히 뭔가 백인 배우가 캐스팅 되겠구나 했는데 아니라서 조금 놀랐던 것 같아요.
I personally don't think that it's a big deal, mainly because I really don't see the difference between if it's the same plot and everything. I don't see the difference between someone who's different portraying the same character because it doesn't really mess up the whole plot of the movie, so I think it's fine.
I personally don't think it's a bad thing because we already saw like the Little Mermaid portrayed one way on screen. Like it's not like this was like a book or something where like it was never a movie. It already was a movie and she's already been that character, so it's not like bad to have a different adaptation of the same thing.
I can see why it's a controversy. I mean, many people grew up with Ariel being, not a colored race, or something like that. But I think that could really lead to a controversy because many people grew up with that image of Ariel being in a certain way. So if they all of a sudden change it, I can see why it would be a controversy.
I mean, I honestly really didn't care. As long as she does a good job of like doing the mermaid role was what I cared about, like it wasn't as much as was she white or black. I was just, is she going to do a good job as an actor?
이 인어공주 역할에 왜 디즈니가 할리 베일리를 캐스팅한 것 같으세요?
일단 할리 베일리는 되게 일단 연기를 잘하시는 배우로 원래 유명하시고 그 다음에 다양성을 추구하지 않았나 그런 생각을 들었어요.
I don't work at Disney company, so I don't know for sure, but I think I have to watch the movie first. After that, I'll decide it.
나름 디즈니의 입장에서는 백인 역할에 이제 원래 기존 백인 역할에 그 캐스팅을 함으로써 아마 차별점을 주고 뭔가 우리 디즈니는 뭔가 인종 다양성을 추구한다 이런 메시지를 전달하고자 하고 것 같긴 하지만 저는 개인적으로 이게 원작에서 너무 벗어나는가 싶어서 오히려 저는 반대하는 의견을 갖고 있습니다.
근데 그 배우 자체에 또 특유의 매력이 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 아무래도 캐스팅을 된 이유는 그런 톡톡 튀는 그 배우의 매력이 아리엘을 잘 묘사할 수 있기 때문에 고르지 않았을까라는 생각도 드는 반면에 어쩌면 여태까지 디즈니 실사판 영화에서 흑인 배우가 주연을 맡은 공주 영화에서는 아직까지는 없잖아요. 그런 편견을 좀 깨려고 시도한 거일 수도 있겠다라는 생각을 합니다.
I assume that they did do it for that purpose, to make it more of a variety of people, a variety cast, to put those different types of people into those positions. But I can see why it caused a controversy. I specifically think that Disney did it for that reason. Perhaps it's also because she's just a good actor and she might fit the role well.
Probably not, just because there are other movies that were made for specific African American roles. So maybe Disney should have implemented more diversity or making those movies more popular or making sure that those movies had origin. But at least this was a step. So I mean, it's good. But I also don't think it was the best approach.
I mean, I don't think it will. Explicitly just trying to make characters in movies or something like that, more variety of different colors. I'm not sure if that will solve the problem necessarily of racism. If anything, it's causing more controversy.
What do you think would be the best approach?
Well, I guess one of the things that people talk about is how Ariel was never supposed to be black and there was never an origin, so it doesn't really matter. But since she is an African American, maybe a movie like Princess and the Frog could have a better backstory, or making sure that those movies are also enriched with history would be better.
So it was too much of a big step.
Yeah, maybe they should have started with actually enriching a movie
That suits for her.
that was, well, because I mean this movie technically could be suited for her, or should be, because there is no race. They're all fish. They're all mermaids, but it's definitely something that shocked people.
So there's a lot of people, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are mad about this issue. So they're going on social media, posting hashtagging about not my Ariel. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's kind of sad that people will go to an extreme of saying not my Ariel just because she's a different color. And again, she's just a mermaid. There's no specific race entitled to her. So it's really sad that our society has come to that. And I don't know, it's just really tragic.
Yeah.
People tend to hashtag on Twitter or Instagram that not my Ariel.
Not my Ariel.
Yeah, so how do you think about it? Do you think they should be punished or?
I never heard about those issues before, but I think the casting wise it was a problem. But the not my Ariel, hashtag not my Ariel, and I heard that there's so many hashtags on her Instagram for every post that she posted. So I think that is a little bit too much, so much offended to her. So I think that's a little bit off.
I think that's a little bit too much. People go a little bit overboard with their reactions. I mean, people can have their opinions on movies, but directly trying to offend the actor and explicitly say just because she's of a different color with that actor, that actor shouldn't have to receive that type of criticism for just playing the role, especially if she fits it well.
Sure. Do you think that people who does those actions, those negative actions about her, should be punished?
Well, I'm a believer in free speech. Well, in America, at least where I come from, we have even if someone doesn't, if you don't like someone's opinion or something like that, you can have a right to voice your opinions. So I believe they can have that, but still, according to my opinion, I think it's not a nice or good thing to do, especially on the internet, because you put people down. But people can have their opinions.
어떤 사람들은 인어공주 영화 캐릭터가 자기가 생각했던 에리얼의 모습이 아니어서 안 보겠다는 의견도 많은데 그거에 대해서 어떻게 생각하세요?
그건 개인의 판단에 맡기는데 저는 단순히 그 배우가 본인이 생각했던 에리얼이 아니라서 보지 않지는 않을 것 같아요. 저는 일단은 영화는 내용이 더 중요하다고 생각을 해서 그냥 그 배우가 아리엘을 잘 연기한다면 사실 배우가 누가 됐든 영화는 흥행할 수 있을 거라고 생각해요.
Will you gonna watch it?
I'll watch it maybe when it comes out.
Definitely watch the movie.
저는 영화를 안 볼 거예요. 왜냐면 이게 디즈니가 이렇게 많은 반대 입장들이 있음에도 불구하고 이 영화 캐스팅을 그렇게 굳이 모집을 하는 거는 자기들이 그렇게 안 보는 사람들이 있을 감안하고 만드는 거니까 저도 또한 마음에 안 드는 소비자로서 이 영화를 시청하지 않을 것 같습니다.
Yeah, I'd watch it when it comes out.
네, 원래 좋아하는 캐릭터여서 나오면 꼭 볼 생각이에요.
Yeah, I watched it as a little kid, so I think I'll watch the new movie that is coming out with Halle Bailey in it, and I don't think I'll have a problem watching it.
These were the thoughts of people from Songdo about Halle Bailey casted as the Little Mermaid.
Please comment below about your thoughts and thank you for listening. Stay curious.